Okay, YouTube, what is the difference with the Wahl Vapor, the Magic Clip, and the Senior? Well, I'm going to break it all down in this video right here. But first off, I know a lot of people out there, when you go to buy the clipper, you see this box. And you're like, why is this different from what I've seen online in the videos on YouTube? And the answer is the box you see the barber supplies with and the influencers with, that's the box that they use when they rolled out the clipper. And this is more economical when you're shipping stuff out. So this is the box you're going to see when you buy it. This box right here, which falls right in line with all the other Wahl clippers. So that's out of the way. Secondly, one question right off the bat that I had is this going to fit in the charging stand? And the answer is no. Your Wahl Vapor will not fit in the charging stand. At the current time of this video, there is no charging stand for the Vapor, and there's only one way to charge it, and that's with the Wahl plug. No USB-C or micro. Now, another question about the Vapor is, was this clipper the same thing as a dog grooming clipper that they have, just repackaged? And the answer is no. It's a difference with the motor and blade. They did use the same mold, which is why it looks like it, but there are differences in it. If you want to watch a video on that, YouTube Barber Academy did a whole video on it, taking it apart. You could go check out that, but the answer is no, it's not the same clipper. So one thing I like to do before I get into everything, I always like to try to give you the bottom line right away. The bottom line with this clipper is the main difference is the motor, the blade, and a bigger battery. So you have longer runtime. This is a brushless motor, which is more efficient, and the blade is different. If you had to pick a choice between any of these, I would go with this. So moving right into it, since we're talking about the motor, let's talk about it. These, the Senior and the Magic Clip, any version of the Magic Clip, have motors with brushes. The Vapor has a brushless motor. The difference with that is there's less wear on the motor because you don't have anything touching. You don't have the brushes touching. So you have a longer life with the motor. You have more power, and it's quieter. Now, we'll get into the RPMs of these clippers. The Vapor claims to have an adaptive speed control that maintains 8,000 RPMs. The Magic Clip, this is the burgundy one. They have a gold one and a black one. The gold one and the black one have an upgraded motor that's 6,500 RPMs. When I was testing this was about 6,000 RPMs. This Wahl Senior, this is like a 5,000 RPM, 5,500 RPM motor. I would not recommend buying this at all at this point in the game with everything that is available now on the market. Not just by Wahl, by everyone. Now we'll jump right into the battery since we covered the motor. Battery with the Senior, 70 minutes. And they haven't done anything with the Senior that I've seen. The Senior is in the senior citizen home, which is a sad thing for the king of the corded era when it comes to Wahls. Magic Clip, 100 minutes. The gold and the black one, you get over 100 minutes. The Vapor, 2.5 hours of runtime. Now we'll go into the blades real quick. The Senior has a typical fade blade, the standard cutting blade that's been around for years, and the standard carbon, like stainless steel coating. And that's pretty basic nowadays. The Wahl Magic, the burgundy Magic Clip, has the same coating, has the fade blade, but if you see the difference, this is regular teeth on the cutting blade, and this is stagger tooth on the cutting blade. And that's what really made the Magic Clip so popular. Because I was like, when did the Magic Clip surpass the Senior? It was like a question I had. And the answer really is when it went cordless, because they made a better cordless clipper in the Magic Clip. On the black and gold Magic Clip, the stationary blade is coated in gold titanium, and the cutting blade is coated in black DLC diamond-like carbon coating. So this isn't a Magic Clip video, but if you had to buy a Magic Clip, get the newest one. All right, now we'll talk about the blade on the Vapor. Now the blade on the Vapor is made with high carbon steel, a black PVD chrome, and black DLC coating. And what all these coatings do is they keep your tools sharper for longer, they keep it cooler, and it prevents rust better. And this is pretty much what everyone's using. And it also keeps it stronger too. Now, this is where I think a lot of the development of the Vapor went into this blade. So, all right, so let's talk about the stationary blade first. First thing I'll tell you, one thing that they purposely did is they made sure this didn't grab pores. And if anyone had a corded senior back in the day, this fade blade would definitely grab pores all the time. I would even take the stationary blade off the corded one when I got a new clipper and replace it just because I knew it was dulled down a little bit. So this will not grab pores, and it was designed not to. It has 32 teeth also. And look at the depth on those teeth. That's, I'm sure, to help feed the hair in. I know some people have said the hair doesn't feed in as much because there's so many teeth, which makes sense, but I didn't notice it with cutting. It was actually pretty smooth. And compared to like the Stylecraft fade blade, look how deep the teeth go. XO, which is like the fusion blade kind of for the TPOB. And here's one thing that people may have not noticed right away. But you see how these teeth curve? Right there, that little curve. Look at the teeth on this. It's more triangular. Stagger tooth. Same thing, more triangular. Now this is almost like a Stylecraft thing where they curve the teeth to get that cutting blade really flush against a stationary blade to make sure everything that's fed in between is getting cut. So I think they did a good job in working on the blade in this. And this is a blade that I think is going to grow in popularity. And they could even build on this design even more, if you ask me. And one thing they say that this is even easier to zero gap than the Senior or the Magic Clip. All right, so let's cover the accessories real quick. With the Wahl Senior, you get 3 premium guards, the charger, comb, and oil. Now with the Burgundy Magic Clip, you're going to get the charger, no charging stand. You're going to get 8 basic guards, the comb, and oil. With the gold one, however, you get the charger, the charging stand, 8 premium guards, the comb, and oil. With the black one, you get the charger, no charging stand, 8 premium guards as well, and the comb and oil. With the Vapor, you get the charger, no charging stand. As I said, there's no charging stand at the time of this video that even exists for the Vapor. You get 7 premium guards. I don't know why they just didn't do 8. And the comb and oil. And we'll run through the weight and the noise level for these clippers. The Vapor, they say, is lighter than the Magic Clip, so let's check it out. Vapor coming in at 9.8 ounces. Magic Clip at 10.2. Senior has a metal back. 13.2 ounces. Now let's check out the noise level. $69. Magic Clip. We'll call it 72. The Vapor takes a minute to take off. So let's say the Vapor is 74 decibels, but it's kind of a smoother sound. It's not as much as a rattle. Now, like I always do, real quick, I'll open them up so you can take a look at the guts and see what they look like inside, and then we'll call it a day. Now, I've upgraded the battery on the Senior a while ago, but here you have the Senior. burgundy magic clip, and the vapor. And one note is the flick lever is a little different. I think it's nicer. It doesn't click. It's just freestyle. So take that into consideration. So my final thoughts. It's not a bad clipper. It does perform well. There are better clippers on the market, but being this is from Wahl, which is an OG in the game, they're going to gain some traction with this. And I think that if Wahl really said, you know what, let's pull out all the stops, see what everyone else is doing, give this their own mold, let's put the blade oil reservoirs, let's make it a click lever, let's get the best brushless motor we can find, the biggest battery, give them a charging stand, give them all the premium clips, everything that other companies, big and small, are doing, then Wahl can get close to back what it was in the Quarter days. That's what I think. But I think it's worth picking up, especially if you're a Wahl guy. You know, you won't be disappointed in this. And if you haven't went cordless yet and you want a cordless Wahl, this might be the one for you.